Why is Westminster Abbey so famous? There are many reasons why Westminster Abbey is so well known the world over. It has a long and colorful history and bears reminders of more than 1,300 years of England's struggles, glories, and disasters. Its full name is the Collegiate Church of St. Peter in Westminster. Legend has it that in the 7th century, St. Peter appeared to a fisherman and asked to be taken over the River Thames to a new church which had been built on Thorney Island, a desolate island of 12 hectares in the marshes. The fisherman did St. Peter's bidding and was rewarded with a huge catch of salmon. In 1050, Edward the Confessor, the saintly Saxon king, began the building of a fine new church to replace the old one. It was consecrated on 28th December, 1065, and from this date the abbey marks its known history. A few days after the consecration, Edward died and was buried within the walls of his abbey church. This church lasted until 1245 when Henry III began to build a new one. The rebuilding which Henry started took more than 250 years to complete. Every English monarch since William the Conqueror, with the exceptions of Edward V and Edward VIII, has been crowned in the abbey. Even when Oliver Cromwell was made Lord Protector, the ceremony took place there. A number of English sovereigns besides Edward the Confessor are buried in the abbey, among them Henry III, Edward I, Edward III, Richard II and Anne of Bohemia, Henry V, Henry VII, Queen Elizabeth I, James I, Charles II, William and Mary, and Queen Anne. The last to be buried there were George II and Queen Caroline. Also buried there are many famous commoners, among them the explorer and missionary David Livingstone, the statesman Bonar Law and Neville Chamberlain, the scientists Newton, Darwin, and Lister, the musicians Purcell, Gibbons, and Stanford. In the south transept aisle, known as Poets' Corner, are the graves of Chaucer, Spenser, Dr. Johnson, Sheridan, Browning, Tennyson, Dickens, Hardy, Kipling, and the actors Garrick and Irving. Ben Jonson is buried in the nave. There are many memorials to other famous people who are buried elsewhere, including one to Sir Winston Churchill. The pilots who died in the Battle of Britain in 1940 have a stained glass window to their memory. The dead of 2 world wars are represented by the unknown warrior, who lies in his tomb near the Great West Door. Organized occasions of church and state are not the only exciting events the Abbey has seen. Many other unexpected and sometimes terrible things have happened. At the crowning of William the Conqueror, the Norman guards outside heard shouts from within the church. Thinking their king was in danger, they set fire to the Saxon houses round about. In the 12th century, a quarrel between the archbishops of Canterbury and York resulted in York being dragged away and beaten. At the coronation of Richard the Lionheart, a bat thought to be a creature of ill omen fluttered around the king as he sat on the throne. Early in the 14th century, some of the monks stole treasure from the chapter house, and in 1378, the murder of a knight during High Mass led to the church being closed for 4 months. The gatehouse was once used as a prison. There, Sir Walter Raleigh spent the night before his execution. And in the chapter house, William Caxton set up the first printing press in England. The Abbey has its own school, Westminster School. 7 prime ministers and 10 archbishops have been among the famous old boys. There are many fine things to see inside the Abbey, including the coronation chair which holds the Stone of Scone, the beautiful tracery roof of the Henry VII Chapel, and the magnificent walls and windows of the main church. But the Abbey is not just a collection of stone and wood, of tombs and memorials. It has been described as the parish church of the English-speaking peoples. As such, and through its beautiful and moving services, it brings joy and comfort to people from all parts of the world. It is a great part of England's past, and of present and future too.